Welcome back to the channel. So, the last few weeks I've been going through some stuff in the garage and I came across some records of mine. And going through the records, I noticed, I said, wait a second, I also have this on CD. I also have this on cassette. I also have this on reel to reel. So, I decided to hunt down all my versions of Star Wars, the original soundtrack, that is. And let's start today with the granddaddy of them all, the one that got everything started right here. This is the Star Wars soundtrack dual LP from 1977. This is the original one that I bought. I mowed lawns, cleaned the pool, did dishes to earn my allowance, and I saved up and bought this. Now, it's not in good shape because it's traveled thousands of miles across these United States, but it is still one of my two go-to CDs. One of my go-to LPs. I always still put this on because for some reason there's no sound like the sound that this thing makes. And the cool thing about this is you have side 2 and side 3. You see that? Side 3, and then over on this side is side 2. Now, I have never seen another double LP set up this way. I could be wrong, because I have other double LPs that are here, but this one has side 1 and side 4. And the reason that is, I believe, is because in the old days, when we had record players, you were able to stack multiple LPs on the spindle. And then an arm would come across and hold it into place. And then when the album finished playing, the tone arm would come up, come over, and then a signal would send the next record to fall down on top. So you could play side 1, then side 2, and then readjust them, and play side 3 and side 4. But this is the one that got me started. 1977 20th Century Fox Film Corporation. 20th Century Records. And just some amazing photographs of one of the greatest movies ever made. Now, we have that one. And from there, here's another one that's been miles and miles across the country. This is the dual CD set. So you have disc 1 and disc 2 from RSO Records. And this should correspond with the album here. We still have the booklet inside. And now the pictures that were inside this booklet, same photos, just black and white. And then this one, this is made in West Germany. And you have disc 1, because I remember Ben's Death. So track 5 is actually, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, track 5, Ben's Death, is track 1 on the side 2 of the LP. So this does contain all the music from this double album on a 2 CD set. I'm not sure when or where I bought this. It had to have been in the 80s, because that's when CDs were invented. So that gives us our second variation. Now our third variation is the black albums. That's what I call them, the black albums from, it has the special edition logo. So this is post 1997, when the special editions came out. And on this one, Cantina Band, and we have now Cantina Band number 2, which was unreleased before, and then an alternate track of the Binary Sunset. And then you have the Battle of Yavin, which actually, the Battle of Yavin used to be contained on these in track 1, main title. The main title would always go into the Battle of Yavin from the last battle. You'd hear the end credits. And the cool thing about this set is, I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but it's holographic. This one here is the Death Star and an X-Wing, and it says Star Wars A New Hope. And nowhere on these does it say A New Hope. It might say it on this one. No, these are just called Star Wars. And I don't even think on the album itself, it just says Star Wars. Original soundtrack. So this is before this was out even before they retitled it A New Hope. So that's the third version. Then we move over to the second film, The Empire Strikes Back. And this one here is a double LP, and I don't think this one has the 2-3-1-4 scenario as the first one. Yeah, see, this one says side 3, and side 4. This one says record 2. And then this one is cool because the photos in here are full color photos. A little description of the characters, the new characters, Lando Calrissian, Yoda. Gives you a little bit of a storyline synopsis. Some really great photos in this one, and nice big photos. And there's the man Boba Fett. You have a little Q&A with John Williams. And this one actually lists the musicians from the London Symphony Orchestra. And I noticed over the years the quality of the music of the Star Wars saga has gone down once they stopped using the London Symphony Orchestra. Here's all the credits, a little description of all the titles. This one actually will tell you, like here it says Star Wars main theme. As the credits roll, we begin with a presentation of the Star Wars theme. This is followed by the sinister suggestion of Darth Vader's theme as the Imperial probe robot heads to the frozen planet. Luke is scouting the ice planet when suddenly we hear strident percussion as an ice creature savages and captures him. There's a military music as a rescue mission is mounted at a rebel base. And it gives you a description. Piccolos, bassoons, gongs, and sinister strings accompany Luke's struggle. I mean, it's I've never seen detail in track titles like this one for The Empire Strikes Back. And then there's a poster shot. Beautiful artwork on that one. So that is version 1 of The Empire Strikes Back. And then not so exciting is this one. This is another version that I have. This is the entire 2-record set on a cassette. Polygram Records. Still sounds great when I can find my cassette deck, but it's lacking in all the photos. There's no liner notes. I mean, it's very, 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 very boring presentation. This one is, side 1 is 35 minutes, side 2 is 38 minutes. But again, the cassette is damaged from years of travel and storage. But that's the 2-record set on a cassette. And then from there, we go to the Black Albums again from the Star Wars trilogy. Basically the same as the Star Wars A New Hope CD. Gives you some really nice liner notes in this. Tells you what the special edition is about. And this one has all the titles actually edited in the correct order, whereas as this one, if you look back at the titles, the heroics of Luke and Han actually contains the escape from Cloud City towards the end. I think that's how it goes. So this is more in line with the actual soundtrack of the album. And again, some cool photos, but tiny, tiny photos. And here's a list of the other editions. So then from there, we go to this one. This is possibly the most depressing score that I have, because while the other two are 2 LP sets, this one's only one. For some reason, they decided to not release a bunch of the music from the film. The Forest Battle, that's more of an orchestration that they would play in concerts. You have Laptinek, which is the original song from the album, from Jabba's Palace. But that's it. The only thing that's cool about it is this double fold photograph, and then a nice cool shot of R2 and 3PO going down the road. Now, I do have this soundtrack in the black editions. I just can't find it. I've searched everywhere for this, but I can't find it. But the piece that I'm most proud of having, other than the original dual LP set that I purchased when I was 8 years old, is this. The Anthology. This one you can see it's got a lifetime music guarantee from The Wall. Everybody remember The Wall? I guess I don't qualify for the lifetime guarantee anymore, because I think they are all gone out of business years and years ago. But this one's cool because it has Star Wars with a cool Skywalker image. And on this album, this one actually is the first one to come with the 20th Century Fox fanfare. So we have that by Alfred Newman. And the main title, The Imperial Attack. And there looks to be some things that are missing off of here from the music. But here's number 2. I suppose that's a Tauntaun. Looks kind of like he's riding a Velociraptor. There's one. And then Return of the Jedi. Cool artwork from Jabba's sail barge. That's pretty neat. That's disc 3. And then disc 4. Disc 4 is really cool because it's, I don't know if you can see them on this, but it's basically all 3 unreleased. And then it's got an image of the master himself, John Williams, conducting the orchestra. And then here is a list of all the unreleased stuff that now is contained on, I believe it's been all released on these. But this is a cool CD to listen to. I don't know if there's a booklet with this. It's hidden underneath here. I thought it had a booklet, but I can't remember. I think it's, oh yes. And here's the booklet. Look how thick that is. This is a cool set. All the liner notes. Some cool photos, some graphics. There's Yoda from Lord of the Rings. Really neat stuff. So that's what I have this week for Star Wars Variations. All the various releases of the Star Wars soundtracks that I own. Coming up next, we'll have Star Wars Variations of the movies themselves. How many different times have I purchased these movies over the years? And on what medium? I want to thank you for your time. If you happen to like this video, please click the like button if you want more of this content. And we'd also appreciate if you subscribe to the channel so you can get more of this content. Thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate every minute you give us here on The Geek and I, and we'll see you next time. Have a great evening or morning or whenever you're watching this, and may the Force be with you.